He stayed silent and won. Why the strong never argue. Have you ever stood face to face with someone yelling at you and you stayed silent? The world freezes. Everyone is watching, waiting for you to snap, to defend yourself, to break. But you don't. You stand still, like a mountain, silent, unshaken, not because you're weak, but because you're beyond that. Silence is not emptiness. It is a decision, a weapon, a philosophy, a reflection of the strongest part of you, the part that chooses peace over pride. While they scream, you grow. While they lose control, you gain power. You are not emotion. You are control. You are not rage. You are awareness. You are not the crowd. You are still Forge. A small office in New York. An ego-driven manager humiliates an employee in front of everyone. "You'll never amount to anything," he shouts. Eyes turn. People wait for a reaction, but the man in the suit looks him straight in the eye and says nothing. He doesn't retaliate, doesn't blush, doesn't defend himself. He just smiles. That moment became legend. 2 years later, he opens his own company, and the former manager, he sits in the hallway, waiting for an interview, eyes down, hands shaking. No one remembers what was said, but everyone remembers the silence, because that silence was louder than any argument. It was dignity. It was power. That's how spirit is forged, in the fire of humiliation and the quiet of resolve. In the space where most break, the strong endure. Stoics never argued for the sake of arguing. They knew the moment you react, you give your power away. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Better to be undefeated in silence than to win an argument and lose yourself." Seneca said, "If you argue with a fool, you've already lost." And Epictetus, he reminded us, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond that matters. Stoicism isn't escape, it's a shield. It's presence in the world, but armored from within. It's choosing silence in the face of provocation. It's inner victory over chaos. When you stay silent, you don't lose. You accumulate wisdom, strength, certainty, self-respect. Conflict is a biological trigger. The amygdala lights up. Fight or flight takes over. You want to prove, defend, strike back. But the future belongs to those who hit pause inside. You observe, you listen, you breathe, and you choose not to enter the battle. Because the moment you choose not to react, you begin to master yourself. Example 1. You read a comment online. You don't know anything. Your fingers itch to reply, but instead, you turn off the screen. Go make tea. You've already won. Example 2. At work, someone dismisses your idea in front of everyone. You smile, you say thanks for the feedback, and walk away. Later, they sit alone, surrounded by their own noise. You leave, with your world intact, with your values intact, with your energy intact. Here's what you can start doing today. Train the pause. Count to 3 before you speak. It breaks the reactive pattern. It gives you space to choose. Respond with presence. A steady, calm gaze says, "I see you, I hear you, but I won't be moved." Exit arguments gracefully. Say, "Let's agree to disagree and keep our respect." Practice morning silence. 5 quiet minutes with yourself is mental steel. Your own voice becomes clearer in the stillness. Keep a silence journal. Write down the moments where silence protected you. Write down when you felt power in not reacting. Every moment of silence is not retreat. It is forging. A fire with no flame, a hammer with no sound. You're shaping yourself, not through words, but in the space between them. In a world that screams, Silence is a revolution. In a world obsessed with being right, calm is a superpower. You don't need to prove your worth. You already have it. You are enough. Next time you're attacked, insulted, provoked, don't speak. Lift your head. Smile. Stay silent. They won't understand, but they'll never forget. You are not reaction. You are foundation. You are not noise. You are meaning. You are the blacksmith, and your soul is steel. Still forge, where the soul is forged in silence, where you become yourself, where strength speaks with silence. With